What's going on, guys? This is Titan, aka T, if you're only following me on social media. In this video, I'm going to go over SHIB, where I think it's going to go. Do I think it's going to keep going higher? Do I think it's going to go lower? Wherever I think it's going to go, I'm going to let you guys know. Also, I'm going to go over what I think the overall stock market is going to go from this point on. Some day trades we took in the Discord group, and also some swing trades we took in the Discord group. So if you're interested in that kind of content, if you want me to keep going over SHIB, where I think it's going to go, where I think it potentially go, all that fun stuff, or some stocks that you may be interested in, or crypto you may be interested in, feel free to leave a like, comment below, any questions, subscribe, all that greatness. And without further ado, let's get right to it. Okay, so with SHIB, we were originally investing into SHIB like months ago. So, we're not new to the SHIB gang or anything like that. SHIB army, we have been investing into this, and we've been averaging in as far as it constantly dropping. We just kept averaging in, okay? So, originally we got in at 0.14, okay? So we got in around there, and then as it dropped, I alerted. Once it was hitting important levels, I kept alerting, hey, this is a good time to invest. This is a good time to invest. And even yesterday, actually, I was pretty much letting the group know. So if we want to look here, so if you want to look here, I even said, Bitcoin needs to break 49,500, and we can see a bigger move to the upside. And then here's SHIB. Okay, so SHIB, I was basically saying, hey, the next serious resistance was 0.18. As you guys can see, we are at 0.18. This was last night though, and I was letting everybody know it's a lot of buyers coming in, a lot of buyers stepping in. And then even then, I also alerted when to average in. Okay, so when to average in. Where? Oh yeah, okay, here we go. So consider investing into Shiba at 0.00012 and 0.0000115. Okay, so it did reach the first target, which was 0.000012. And so I even marked it, consider investing there, and it got really close to there. So shout out to those who actually followed through, invested there, and from that point on, it just kept climbing from that point on. So congrats to those who actually invested at that point. So if we are looking at SHIB right now, short term, it's looking pretty bearish. I just think the stock market, investors are focusing on the stock market because we have a green day right now. Well, kind of a green day right now, so the attention is there, and then we'll see what happens once the stock market closes. Okay, so right now I do think SHIB has more room to the upside as long as the crypto market supports it. I do think crypto is about to take off, so be on the lookout for that. All right, so stock market, SPY. All right, so my thoughts on the SPY right now, guys, is that we're going to see a run, but not a big run. And I think we're going to see maybe tomorrow, maybe even pre-market, we see a move to 438. And then if we break 438, then we see a move to 440. However, I don't think we're going to get far. Okay. Reason why is we still have uncertainty. Okay. We still don't know what's going on. Okay, we don't know what's going on. You got Facebook and Instagram and all this stuff shutting down. You got you got Congress trying to vote on this debt ceiling and all this stuff, tapering going on, and I just think investors are too scared to make big moves. Okay, and investors don't necessarily make the big moves in the market. It's more so the whales. But regardless, guys, it's just uncertainty. I don't think we're going to see a big move until we get big news. Okay, if we get big news, then my sentiment will change. But right now, that's the highest I think we're going to go, is potentially 440, and then from there on, I don't think we're going to go any further until we get something. Okay, something major. And as you guys can see, it's currently dropping right now, which is a good thing because that can support that potential move I was talking about in the morning, or even after market or pre-market. Okay, so not only that, but if we look at the SQQ, and if you don't know what the SQQ is, guys, it does the opposite of what the stock market does. So we entered a trade on the SQQ. I actually will show you guys that alert. Here we go. I'll show you guys that alert. SQQ, October 15th call, 9 plus 5 contracts. So yeah, we entered the SQQ at when it was at 8.50, and I saw it, hit this trend line right here. So if you guys can see, we kept hitting this trend. We kept touching it, kept touching it, kept touching it, kept touching it. So yeah, it's safe to assume that we could potentially see a red day tomorrow, okay? Or this can just be a really short-term move, but regardless, this was more so a protection play, to hedge our accounts. So just in case the market does do a huge correction, we're in the right place, okay? So the SQQ does the exact opposite of the overall stock market, so definitely pay attention to that. And as you guys can see, we're looking solid on this play. So we literally just entered this like some minutes ago, okay? And right now it's looking good. Right now it is looking good. Okay, so again, it's just a play to hedge our accounts, make sure just in case the market does something crazy or anything like that, we're safe. All right, but yeah. So yeah, that's why I'm kind of not exactly super bullish on the stock market right now. But anything can change during pre-market or after hours, so we'll see. Okay, so some day trades we did take today was Facebook and Mara. Since we originally started talking about crypto, we'll talk about Mara. So Mara was it's still going. Okay, so Mara we took a day trade on. We made like 60% profit off of it. Really good day trade. We did a 35 call on it for October 8th, and I'll even show you guys that. Mara. Yeah, so that's Facebook. I think I did Mara. Yeah, here we go. So yeah, Mara, October 8th call, 35. I even warned that, hey, this might be a day trade. And right off the bat, as you guys can see the time, 6:31 a.m., 6:47 a.m. That's not the right time. Okay. We were already up. We were instantly up off that day trade. It was beautiful. It worked out great. Once it hit about like 35, I want to say, I started trimming contracts. And trimming contracts basically means I started selling some contracts for profit, started paying myself. And then eventually, once Mara hit like 36, I was completely out of there. So as you guys can see here, completely out of that trade. All right. So really good day trade. We entered at about, I want to say 32 range. So yeah, really good trade. I saw the volume start to kick in around here. I saw this big candle and it started to break resistance. Saw this guy. I was sold instantly. I just got in there, jumped in. I jumped in. We jumped in much lower, but I'm just saying the reason why I was staying in was one, this gap here. Now, I want you guys to understand that normally when a stock gaps up or down, it most likely continues in that direction. Okay. A lot of cases it just continues in that direction. Okay. So, something to keep in mind when you see gaps, okay? So, but I wasn't basing it just off that. I was also basing it off this huge volume, meaning a whole bunch of buyers started to come in. As you guys can see, buyers still coming in strong. So if I'm saying still, that probably means we got in much earlier, okay? But anyway, yeah, so we broke resistance, and then I stayed in the trade. We stayed in the trade, blah, blah, blah. And then I started to look for opportunities to get out. But then I saw this. I saw rejection. I saw a bunch of buyers come in. Well, not a bunch of buyers, but I just saw this huge wick. And I was like, oh, nope, staying in. Stayed in. Held my last contract. Once I saw this pattern here, I was out. Okay, I was out of there. Okay. I wasn't looking to get greedy. It wasn't necessary. I wasn't looking to get greedy. Made very good profit, as you guys can see on the Discord. So I am actually really happy with that play. Okay. And it's still climbing. So yeah, but I don't like to get greedy. I tell my members not to get greedy. It's not worth it. You can lose your gains just like that. Another day trade we did was Facebook. I will show you guys that one as well. Facebook. We did a 335 call on Facebook. Yeah, 335 call, October 8th. plus 3 contracts, potential day trade. Okay, and right away, as you guys can see, the time 7:44 a.m. again, wrong time. 7:51 a.m. wrong time. And right off the bat, those 3 contracts was paying me instantly. Okay, $111. As you guys can see, this is Thinkorswim. I trade off Thinkorswim mostly, and sometimes Robinhood. Okay, depending on the trade. Okay, and then right here we closed TQQ trades. That was decent amount of money. We didn't make anything crazy. Some did. Some people bought more contracts to me, but it is what it is. And then as you guys can see, Facebook just kept going. $191 we made off that, trimming Facebook here. A lot of money made there, so I am definitely happy about that play. So we entered Facebook at around, oh no, we didn't enter there. Where did we enter Facebook? We entered Facebook at around, I want to say 3, yeah, we didn't enter that low. We entered around 330s. Yeah, so once it broke past 330, I was sold. Okay, so we had the volume down here. We had a lot of buyers come in down here, and then it started to shoot past 330, and I hurried up and signaled it because it was looking really good. And then it got scary right here, but it got scary right about here. Okay, so sellers were really trying to push this down. Okay, they were really trying to push this down, but it wasn't breaking below resistance or support. Okay, it wasn't breaking below the support. And the volume was still there, the buyers were still there, so I stayed in, we stayed in, kept climbing. And then once it got up here, this wick here is where I started to trim my contracts and was out of there. Well, not out of there, but then started to trim my contracts, held about 1 more contract for the day, because during this time, this was algo hours. This was lunchtime hours, so the bots are trading and all that, so I wasn't too worried. And then we got in my zone. Here again, a lot of selling pressure. We got in our zone, and then I was almost ready to close out, but again, the volume just wasn't convincing me. It wasn't scaring me out, and then boom, this happens. All right, and then this big move happens, and after that last big move, that's when I decided to get out of Facebook completely. Okay, I decided to get out of Facebook completely. I was happy with the profit, and I was good to go. All right, last one that I am doing is NVDA. This video is gonna be long. NVDA was a good trade. Okay, I did a day trade. I was not able to get it out in time for the team, so I am sorry, guys, that I didn't get this trade out in time. I will make up for it. Okay, so we won 2 day trades today, so hopefully we closed out TQQ as well, so hopefully that makes up for it. But sometimes I just can't get out every trade. Sometimes the market just moves very fast. But NVIDIA, again, remember what I told you guys about gaps and how they just keep running? So that's exactly what happened here. I saw this gap move here, but this volume here was scary. So I'm just like, not going to mess with it. So just because, I say gaps typically keep running in the same the direction from the gap, doesn't necessarily mean, I'm going to just play off that all the time. I want confirmation. I want as much confirmation as possible. All right, so right here we had clean move. Okay, clean, nice little kind of cup and handle. Not much of a handle there, but cup and handle play. And then the volume was here. So then right here, oh, the market just closed. I'm so sorry about that. That was probably very loud. But right here, right here, I was waiting for a big candle after this one, because again, I was using the gap logic, and yeah, right here, boom, and the volume started to kick in, and then I wanted one more candle to be absolutely sure, to kind of mitigate this candle here, this big giant one. Got that second volume, that second green candle, the second volume, showing me that buyers are stepping in. But then I still wasn't sure, right? So what happened was I wanted a wick. I wanted a big wick, so I wanted some rejection. Okay, I wanted to see if it will come back to this point and start rejecting. And it did exactly that. It did exactly that down to the T. Instantly, I was in there. I did a 205 call for October 8th. And from that point on, as you guys can see, it kept going. It kept going. I got out at around 204. Yeah, like high 204s, because 205 was a psychological level. And plus, I wasn't being greedy. Okay. And yeah, so definitely some good money made today. I am definitely proud and happy about the trades that we took today. And yeah, so I think one trade we did take, if you guys want to take a trade, was DraftKings. The market is closed, but we took DraftKings $55 call for November 19th. So if you're interested in that play, feel free to jump in on that. 55 call for DraftKings for November 19th. Okay, so our stop is at, if it goes below 47, then we're going to be out. I am looking for DraftKings to make 60% profit, and by November 19th, I am looking for a move above 60. Okay, so that's the play. If you guys want to follow through, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not some oracle. I can be completely wrong. But if it goes below 47, close out. And if you make 60% profit, I recommend you take your profit and go. All right. So that's it, guys. Hopefully you guys liked the video. Hopefully it makes sense. Hopefully, I don't know. Hopefully I helped. Okay. So if you like it, like, subscribe, comment, and yeah, that's it. See you guys in the next video.